Hello, everybody. How you doing? I'm doing good. I always forget where exactly I was last time I did this. Uh, yeah, today was an okay day. I split my lip, which is not good because I have district band auditions on Saturday, which I'm not super excited about doing with a split lip. I'm excited about doing it in general, though. Good luck to everybody who's going to districts. I hope you do well. Don't die. But yeah. Um, So today we were off of school because it was cold. Um, yeah, it was really cold out though. Not a whole lot of fun. I went to work and I was all bundled up when I was doing drive-thru. It was pretty hilarious. Oh no, but in drive-thru, right? Um, Sometimes in drive-thru people will pay for the people behind them, and it's such an awesome feeling for everybody involved. It makes me feel so good to do it. But today there were like 5 people in a row that did it. It was amazing. I laughed so hard. I think that's probably a record, but it was pretty great. Cause like, and don't feel that you have to do it, but sometimes people just be like, hey, just and when the first time somebody did it and asked me like, hey, can you just like have me? I just realized I'm in the mirror there, and somebody said, hey, can you just like charge for the person behind me? And I'm always a little scared, like, what if the person behind you costs like $100 worth of food? So like, you let them know that hey, this person has this amount of money and that that their food is worth, but it feels it's really nice to see people doing that kind of stuff. It makes me feel really good about it. Like a lot of positive feelings there. Yeah, back to my split lip. It's the quality of this camera isn't good enough, but even if it was, I wouldn't show you because it's kind of gross looking. And like, yeah, it's like right in the exact middle of my lip too, which isn't fun. I'm gonna figure out how to heal it. If anybody has any tips for making that like feel better, I've heard stuff like I don't know. I'll have to look up what to do. My dad said just grin and bear it. Just like you're basically screwed. I really need to use more chapstick to prevent that kind of thing from happening, especially since I'm a musician and stuff. Musician. Yeah. That's an alright day. I didn't get a lot done as per usual when I have snow days because of reasons I told you yesterday. That's alright though. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot today. It's one of my friend's birthdays soon. That we were talking about possibly planning a thing to go be with her, and I'm excited because like you know friends' birthdays. My friends are like my second family in New Hampshire. If you don't know me, but like I have a lot of really great friends that I'm really glad are a part of my life and stuff. And it's one of those birthdays, and I'm becoming an adult person, which is nice. So happy birthday to them. Let's see what happened today in history. Today is the 8th. Oh, 8th of January, 1642. Italian astronomer Galileo Galilei dies at age 77. 77? As far as I understand, that's pretty decent age to live to, like, at that time. Like, nowadays people live like hundreds, but for a while, like, the average, people didn't live that long. Yeah, Galileo Galilei. My little sister was watching Schoolhouse Rock today, and that brought me back so much, because Schoolhouse Rock was like, I still, if you look over here, well, is the camera going to be able to flip around? I guess not. You might not be able to see it, but I have another thing that I have on my wall there is, the preamble done in license plate that's at the National Portrait Gallery, done by Mike Wilkins in 1987. It includes, like, it's like wheat on, like, the Alabama plate, that kind of stuff. And it goes like, it's actually really cool. It's actually kind of a really cool piece that, I don't know, it kind of means something to me in sort of a weird patriotic way. Not really, not that I'm like super mega America patriotic, but it's still a nice thing. Um, but yeah, like what was I saying? God damn it. Freaking. Yeah, I was talking about Galileo Galilei, and then Schoolhouse Rock. I still use the Schoolhouse Rock to do the preamble. Like, I sing the song for the preamble. And I get funny looks sometimes because some people have never heard that, which makes me sad because it's a really good way to remember the preamble. Seriously though, go look up Schoolhouse Rock preamble. They also do they also have like some kind of more advanced stuff, which is weird. Like, you'd think that if it's like a thing for kids, they wouldn't have a whole lot of advanced stuff, but they have like predicates and stuff. Actually, I think predicates is like the only advanced grammar that they have there, but you know, it's whatever. It's still, it's still something. Yeah. We might actually, no, actually, we had a 2-hour delay tomorrow too. Which makes me laugh because some people apparently left their instruments at school, which makes, I've never really been able to do things like that. Like, for a while, I was like, maybe I can leave my instruments at school because I don't really plan on practicing, but then I realized that if I do that, I forget my instrument at school, which is, like, that's pretty much just my strategy for avoiding forgetting things, is just don't leave them places. And it's just better if I don't have to worry about where everything is. It's like, okay, I gotta remember that my instrument's at school, and my other thing is this place, and like, my brain just can't handle that. It can't go. Something will be forgotten someplace, and it'll be the most important thing ever at some point, and I will hate myself for it. So I stopped doing that. I just bring all my stuff everywhere I go. I'm not a good role model for, making sure that everything is in the right place all the time. For those of you who don't know, I have ADHD. I probably should have. I feel like I might have mentioned that at some point, but I feel like it's important to mention in the year, especially how I'm promoting this a lot more, that I have ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. I'm currently medicated for it. Not right now physically, but I am taking medication for it. And I'm trying to get myself off of that medication. ADHD is is a very big part of my life. The whole condition. In some ways it kind of sucks. In some ways I couldn't really imagine my life any other way because it makes my brain do things that, like, my family has this quote about me, and it's kind of embarrassing, but you know what? F it. I'll tell you. My family says about me, Ian, IQ 140, couldn't find his butt with both hands in the dark. That's what my family says about me, and to a certain extent, it's true. I recognize that I have been endowed with a lot of intelligence. But I have been cursed with a lack of most horse sense and common sense and ability to function as a normal human being. I kind of flounder in that area. I'm just playing with a freaking like a needle on a corkboard, because that's how fidgety I am. I feel like today is probably not the day to go into a very deep discussion about ADHD and all the things it does for me. If you do want to see that discussion, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to talk about it if people want to know about it or are interested in, in such. If not, it's fine. It'll come up at some point. I've not yet been able to figure out how to automatically do this stuff to Facebook and such. I will figure that out hopefully at some point. But, that was a really gross looking yawn. That's all pretty much I think I have for today. It's like 9 minutes. I will say goodbye.